Hello, 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 and happy Motivational Monday to all of my Leos. Leos, this reading is for May 1st through June 1st. Okay, let's get into it. If you haven't had an opportunity to watch Sunday's video, please go back and watch Sunday's video. Leos, let's get into it. Let's see what your cards have to say. This is what you can look forward to this week. If you haven't had a chance to watch Sunday's videos, I do give questions on Sunday's videos. That video is dated April the 30th through May 31st. So go back and check out the questions as we prepare for this full moon in Scorpio. Of course, on Wednesdays, I'll give you more information as we prepare for this full moon coming up on the 5th. I believe we have the 5th of May is the full moon. But let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's see what you can expect coming up. Let's go. All right, Leos. All right, let's see what your cards have to say. Let's see what your cards have to say. All right, High Priestess energy. Nice. Here we have the 8 of Cups. We also have the 7 of Cups. We also have the 5 of Cups. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so on Sunday, I think we talked about, you all moving on from something. It's like 2 situations in particular somebody is moving on from. And so your intuition is extremely heightened, right? But part of the reason why your intuition is extremely heightened, this is connected to the moon, right? Is because we had that first quarter moon in Leo, and we know that the sun actually illuminates the moon. So your intuition, your feelings are very strong about something from the past. Emotions are very strong about something from the past. And so all somebody has been looking at is like, and this is your test, and this you're going to pass the test. We're already speaking it into existence. You're passing the test, Leo. Somebody is replaying something that didn't turn out the way you wanted things to turn out, whether it was a romantic relationship didn't turn out the way you wanted to, a friendship didn't turn out, something didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, right? But Source is saying to you, look at all of the things, like look in front of you, like look around you. The past is the past. You can't go back and get the past, right? You can just leave it where it is in a dark space at a lower frequency. There's too many. Somebody's going to start thinking about this week. That's why I give questions, because as we get closer and closer to closing out a phase within a cycle, guess who tries to come in to try to trick you to go replay things over and over again, make you feel like, am I making the right decision to move on from something? I'm not really sure. And Source is like, yeah, operate in faith. You have so much to be happy for. That's why I leave these extra cups here, right? You got 7 of Cups, you have 8 of Cups, you have 5 of Cups right here. And 3 of these cups are knocked over. That's like, it represents the opposite of joy. It represents the opposite of healthy emotions, right? It represents the opposite of, like your sacral chakra is out of alignment, right? And so it's like somebody is like, okay, I'm trying to decide. Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go high? Do I go low? Do I go light? Do I go dark? Like what? This is where the temptation comes in. You've already had a Kundalini experience. You've already had an awakening that the past is the past, right? And so Source is trying to send, for some of you all, love your way, or to focus on the love right in your face. If you already have that, not go back to what an ex is trying to pull you backwards into, or try to even figure out. Remember, the enemy is very crafty. So even if you're currently in a relationship and you came across an ex, or you saw a text message, or they popped up on your social media feed, or showed up in one of your Facebook stories or whatever. I'm not on Facebook, but showed up in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Now your mind is racing. Okay, what was that about? What did that mean? Sources like put a manhole over the past. Focus on the blessings right in front of your face, right? Because at a higher frequency, you have more money coming across your path. If you're in a romantic relationship, the relationship is going to get stronger or healthier. But the enemy loves to try to play tricks on people's mind. And so Source is saying, stay in your light. Stay in your light, right? Or if you desire to have, you'll notice that when you say, okay, I'm ready to start dating again, or I'm ready to start making more money, all of a sudden your past comes knocking, trying to get you distracted. We know that the enemy is the author of confusion, loves to keep everybody distracted, right? So Source is saying this is what you're headed towards. You're headed towards financial independence. You've been working so hard to rebuild. You've been working so hard despite the emotions of disappointment and embarrassment or fear or shame or anything that will keep you in a low vibrational. Sources like keep your attitude high. You're so close. Stay in your light. Stay in your purpose. Like stop letting things distract you so easily, Leo, is what Source is trying to tell you so that you can stay focused. And again, hopefully those questions will help you. The questions, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not and you're coming back, welcome back. I appreciate you all. Remember the question was, one of the questions was like, what are the stories of your ancestors, comma, your past lives, right? So you'll know you're watching the right video when you hear those questions. But bottom line is that Source wants you to put a manhole over the past way of thinking, dark thinking, get rid of the energies around you that keeps you in a wounded and unhealthy state of mind. Like all of those energies need to go. Leave them in the past so that you can focus on the wealth that awaits, wealth in your friendships, wealth in loyalty, wealth in stability, wealth in career success, prosperity, all of those things, right? Even if it's something on TV that's keeping you in a low state of mind. Sources like, get all of that, flush all of that out, get all of that out. Listen to your sacral chakra music. Here we have the Knight of Cups. The only person that can save you is you. If somebody is waiting on somebody to come save them, like calling brother, sister, aunt, uncle, waiting on somebody to give you a reason to put a manhole over the past of those low vibrating emotions, nobody's coming to save you. The source inside of you is the only energy that can save you. And so it's further reiterating here and here, stay in your light. You have a lot of creativity. That creativity is going, that water and that this cup's energy, that water is going to wash away your foundation to show you if there's any cracks, if there's any instabilities, any cracks in your foundation, any instability. So that could look like somebody coming back from the past to see if your current relationship is as stable as you said it was, right? And now they're coming back and trying to entice you. Your job could have treated you horribly for years, and all of a sudden, now that you found, so you start the process of looking for something, and you're not putting as much energy or emotion into that job. Now all of a sudden, we're about to create something new because they see you as an asset. Bottom line is that Source is saying, leave the past behind. It's time to move forward. It is time to move forward. It's time to be to appreciate your current status and move forward, right? Leave the past in the past. Here we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, so somebody is definitely in their mind, like overthinking something, and it's self-sabotage to overthink something. Stay in your light. That's why you got to keep people around you who are also free thinkers, other creatives, people who are positive, those kind of energies, right? People who are also in their light. All the gossiping and the low vibrating energy sources, like get rid of all of that, because all of this water here, somebody's putting a lot of emotion in replaying something over and over and over again. Here we have the Dame of Swords. This is how happy somebody's going to feel when they free themselves. See this person right here, and this right here, they have all of these restrictions, right? All of this is loose. This person can literally shake this off. It's like, okay, shake off the overthinking. Your fire sign, as much you give air to it when you're thinking, when you're talking about it, that's giving life to something, like making it bigger than it really is, right? Instead of taking it outside, putting it in a fire bowl and saying, I'm going to let nature's air burn up this negativity so I can move forward, and I can put this energy into, I can put all of this energy into my creativity. So somebody is thinking that people are master manipulators and all of this. The more life you give to that, the more you're going to really believe it. You're a fixed sign. You really believe that somebody's a master manipulator, and that Source is saying, if you really believe that, then cut them off. Cut them off. Don't give it any more life. Here we have the King of Wands. King of Wands energy is King of Ideas. King of Ideas, right? So King of Ideas, King of Fire, King of Ideas. And again, in a very healthy way. Very positive, very clear on your purpose. Someone who is motivated to stay in your light, in your purpose, all of those things, knowing that I'm headed towards financial independence. So if I'm going to use my emotions, meaning your water, I'm going to use it to wash off my foundation to see if I have any insecurities, I have any instabilities, am I comparing my career success to somebody else's? Like, do I need to compare myself to anybody else? No, because source is already predestined financial independence. So I got to look at myself. That's what this is saying right here. Instead of putting all of that exhausting energy, who is sitting around worried about who is manipulative or who's manipulating somebody else? If it's causing you to exhaust that much water, meaning talk about it till you are dehydrated, where you sitting there having so many conversations about you got to keep a gallon of water, next to you, it's probably a good idea to just go ahead and say, I don't want that energy in my life. I don't want them or anybody attached to them in my life, right? So yeah, here we have the Four of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and also the Magician card. Yeah, something from your past could have been a nightmare for you. But again, are you going to keep giving it air, sunshine, water, earth? Are you going to give it all the elements to grow? Absolutely. I hope not. Here we have the Magician card. Clear messages are coming through. Mercury is currently retrograde right now. We know retrograde is a great thing because planets don't move backwards. They don't move at a slower pace, but it gives you an opportunity to be in receiving mode of these messages. That's right. And also gives you an opportunity to send out messages to people. Get that negativity away from me. Stop talking about, like I said before, this is how somebody could be literally sitting around in harmony, peace and harmony, with everybody in your universe. But again, if somebody is committed to thinking that people are master manipulators, all you have to do is put a manhole over it and move on and focus on this right here. That's all you have to do. Here we have the King of Pentacles, which is the wealthiest card in the deck. It's already predestined for somebody to be very wealthy. But again, you're going to have to wash off your own foundation in your own house to see if there's any cracks. Is there anything getting into your house where you have, how people say they're building a house and like, where's that, where's the water coming in, or where's this stuff coming in? And they have to seal it off. Right? So that it doesn't become a bigger and bigger, even bigger problem later on down the line. Also, we have the Ten of Cups. So this Ten of Cups lets me know, and it came out twice. The Ten of Cups came out twice. You could have the whole family situation and the friendship. You could have your whole soul tribe and your soulmate and everything that you want. But somebody has to get the negative, low vibrating energies from around them. And we're not talking about creating something that's going to make everybody money and that's going to, excuse me, be positive, good vibration energy. Cutting off conversation. Don't bring me any gossip about anything. Down to if somebody wants to hurt me, go tell it to the police. Keep it away from me. Here we have the Four of Swords and also the Two of Swords. So this was where somebody was like, in denial about something from your own past, right? And this is where Source is saying to you, take the blindfolds off and get some rest. Somebody is definitely over nurturing something. So the belief of somebody doing something or whatever. But Source is saying to you, move on from that. Move on from that because it's creating nightmares. Like somebody can't think, somebody can't move beyond it. And all of this creativity is going to actually make somebody very wealthy. If you really believe that, write a book. If you really believe this, you've been surrounded by master manipulators, or you've been surrounded by a bunch of heartbreak and codependency and all of that, write a book, write a song, do something creative, go to culinary school, something where you can put that to good use. And also, be a storyteller, sit around the fire, invite people, cook food, do, storytelling, right? But not in a gossipy way, like the elders would sit around fires and, or a fireplace and tell stories, tell a lot of wisdom in those stories. So anyway, here we have the Ten of Pentacles, more money, Queen of Cups. We also have the King of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Yeah. So the Ten of Pentacles is legacy wealth. So there's a lot of wealth here in the card. So Source really wants somebody to, like I said before, here we have the Queen of Cups. This is Queen of Compassion. Like have compassion towards, it's like I said, it's something that source is trying to teach somebody in terms of your emotional state. Here we have the King of Swords, and this is a person who is wise, someone who is knowledgeable, someone who is really saying creatively. Remember, this first quarter moon in Leo, and you all are Leos, ruled by the sun, is like double fire. It's like double illuminating things in your universe, right? Including your own demons, showing you your past, showing you of a darker time. But it's also giving you an opportunity double to focus on your purpose, which can make you very, very wealthy. So you have to decide what you want to focus on. Here we have the Nine of Swords. Like somebody has been like this. Something has been keeping you up, right? Maybe even sweating, because there's a lot of water here, crying or sweating or confused about something. So it's just like, you're too smart for this, Leo. You have a lot of creativity here. And so there's a lot of wealth trying to come your way. Further reiterating, get your rest. Matter of fact, mummy likes sleep. That's what Source is trying to tell somebody. It's like, get your rest, Leos, get your rest. Here we have the Ace of Swords, because a breakthrough is trying to come your way in everything that you want, whether it's love, money, opportunities coming your way. But use your creativity wisely. Use your creativity wisely. If you're a singer, entertainer, athlete, chef, whatever it is that you are, Source wants you to put all of that into your purpose. Like, you use that, make sure it, aligns with your purpose. Make sure it aligns with your purpose. All right. Again, happy Motivational Monday. Happy Motivational Monday. It's time for you to get very wealthy. Put any kind of negativity aside. If it's that negative, put it in a book, right? Make sure you change names, but Source is saying to you, so that you don't, so it doesn't bite you in the long run, but change names, change genders, get creative with somebody's creative, change stuff around so you can make a whole lot of money with it. But don't entertain negativity and give air to it, like air, water, earth, where that sunlight for it to grow and grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And next thing you know, I don't trust anybody. Now, you don't want to be a low vibrating Leo. You're literally the sunny sign. The sun, you're ruled by the sun. Keep that sunny disposition. Here we have build strength. That's right. Number 6, build strength. Build strength. So if you've been feeling extra warm, in your spirit, it's because we had that first quarter moon in your sign, and that's like double sun. And then we're coming up on a full moon in Scorpio, and we know that the sun illuminates the moon. And so Scorpio literally is the sign of death and regeneration. So it's like, okay, Leos, we need you. Every person on the planet needs Leo. So we need that sunlight. And so let Source expose whatever energies in you or around you that are kind of holding you back from just like really, like your wealth exploding. And so, yeah. Protect your ear gate and your eye gate. Protect your ear gate and eye gate. So like I said, King of Wands, you king of ideas. We got this king energy right here. We got King of Pentacles, that's king of your money. We got Queen of Cups, that's queen of compassion. We got King of Swords, so this is king of, intellect. So you got all of this regal energy in every area of your life. But again, if you feel like, if you're putting all your energy in something, Source is saying the only person that can save you is the Knight of Cups, is you. That's the only person that can save you. You can stop all of those conversations. Communication is key. That's right. Communication is key. All right. We also have, let's get a number card and let's get ready to close it out. Number card and let's get ready to close it out. 14. That's right. I am practical. You are open-minded and always up to try something new. Yet you are wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach, Leo, helps ensure your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. That is right. Affirmation card. Here's some affirmations you can say to yourselves. Here's some affirmations you can say to yourselves this week. Strength. There we go. All obstacles in my path are being cleared. I am stronger than yesterday. I am brave. I am courageous. I learn from my mistakes. Failure is a farce. All effort is testing. I rise above all that stands in my way. Improvement is my only concern. That's it. That is what I have for you, Leos. I will see you all on Midweek Wednesday. Bye.